Hello there, it's Sano, your IKEA enthusiast back again. Nice to see you all.
Today, I'm checking out the new ones, the IKEA PS 2026, since I got to see them in person. There are over 40 products in total, and the lineup is honestly so exciting, so please stick around to the end. Okay, let's jump right in. First up is this stylish floor lamp. What's special is it has two joints, and you can bend it 90 degrees. It moves so smoothly, I was honestly surprised. It works as a floor light or a spotlight, so it's really flexible. It's pretty slim, so it's easy to fit in lots of spots. It looks great next to a sofa or beside your plants, and you'll want to grab more than one. It's made of metal, so it doesn't feel cheap at all, which I loved. It comes in 3 colors. I think this one is going to fly off the shelves. Next is this green personal chair. Believe it or not, it's actually filled with air. Pretty surprising, right? With the chrome frame and vivid green, it has a mid-century vibe to the design. I know a lot of people might worry about the air part, since IKEA tried air chairs before and it didn't go so well in the past, which kind of left a mark, honestly. But I think they've taken that lesson and used what they learned to refine this one. And the designer is one of IKEA's most popular, Mikael. So that's another reassuring point for me. Since it's filled with air, it's super easy to move around the house, which is a big plus. And the packaging is nice and flat when you take it home, so that's another thing I really like. The seat is wide enough to sit cross-legged on, and the fact that this size of chair is so light to carry is honestly groundbreaking. And of course, since Mikael designed it, even the back view looks beautiful. There's a thin cushion-like layer on the seat. How firm it feels will depend on how much air you put in. Next up is this rocking bench. The theme of IKEA PS 2026 is playful functionality, and this is a perfect example of that. Doesn't it just make you want to sit on it? It looks quite simple, but it's such a fun product. It's made of pine, so it adds a little playful touch to a natural interior. Since we're on the sofa bench topic, I'll keep going with the chair lineup. This one is a chair you can sit on backwards too. The design is really unique, but it's also functional since you can sit on it any way you like. It comes in vivid blue and green, so 2 colors. It works as a dining chair or as a stool next to the kitchen, and I thought it would also be great in a bedroom or entryway as a spot to set things down for a moment. It would create such an artistic corner, don't you think? The designer is Henrik, and he's well known for many IKEA hits. He has a real knack for vivid colors. This one is a stool you climb up on. It looks like something kids would totally love. The intentionally analog design is really sweet. It's made of pine wood. The blue part is metal. I noticed almost everything in this collection is pine, so all the pieces in the collection go so well together design-wise. This one is a folding chair. It's super lightweight, so you can hang it on the wall to store it, which is a great feature. It's also pine, and it has a lovely vibe, but the back legs are black. That detail is very stylish. I think it's such an artistic chair, and it's foldable, which is great. For people in compact homes, like in Japan, being able to pull it out only when you need it is so practical. This one is a chair bed. It works as a chair, and you can open it up into a bed. It's about 31 inches wide, or 80 centimeters, so kind of a mini single size. It would be great as a guest bed too, and I loved it. It actually has a pocket coil structure inside, so the support is at mattress level. And it comes in 2 colors, which is so nice. Light gray beige and bright orange, those two. It would be perfect for lounging in the living room too. Next is this birch chair. After all the pine, here we have birch, and the texture stands out. I love it. Honestly, the design feels like something out of a museum. Very refined. These straight line cuts are beautiful. Now that we're done with chairs, let's move on to tables. First up, this green round table. The design is simple, but the legs and top are all green, so it's such a vivid table. The legs are metal, so they're slim and stylish. If you've ever shopped for a round table, you'll know the diameter is about 38 inches or 96 centimeters, which is a great size. Kind of on the compact side. You don't often see this size. How about pairing it with the green chairs I showed earlier? One I was personally excited about is this side table. The way it folds out and back is so smooth, it feels almost magical. With folding tables like this, it's nice you can fold them when you don't need them, but if it's hard to set up, you stop using it, right? So in that sense, I loved this one. The handle felt very stable too. The design is so cool, and the color is the trendy brown red, so it instantly makes a room look stylish. That said, I'd love to see a more neutral color added to the lineup too, if I'm being honest. This one is also a pine desk. Oh, table I mean. And it's foldable too. At first glance, it doesn't look like a folding table at all, but it folds up, which I thought was really clever. If you're thinking, I'd love a table, but my room would feel cramped, this might be a great option. It doesn't feel like a folding table at all, it's quite sturdy. It's about 61 inches or 156 centimeters lengthwise, so it's a pretty good size. The top and the legs, they're thinner than I expected, so it doesn't feel bulky, which I loved. This one is also by the same designer I mentioned earlier. It's not foldable, but it's quite a compact size. And believe it or not, it has a drawer tucked into this thin section. It's such a functional table with that drawer. Around the kitchen or dining area, there's always lots of small stuff, so a drawer here is genius. And one more side table. This one is also pine, with a really warm design. But doesn't it look familiar? Can you guess what it's modeled after? It's actually inspired by a birdhouse. The whole works as a handle, which is so charming. It's very mini and low, so it's perfect for a bedside. It opens downward. Next, let's look at storage. I think a lot of people are going to love this open shelf. It's actually a re-release of a design IKEA used to sell in the past. There are colorful versions out now, but this one is solid wood, so the feel is totally different. It has a little pop of red as an accent. It works for natural styles, and it would also pair well with colorful furniture. It seems easy to style with whatever you put on it. This one is a cabinet with a beautiful woven-like design. It's pine, but it's woven like a basket, and it looks like a piece of fine craft. It has strong shadows, so I thought it had real visual impact. Every now and then, IKEA puts out a cabinet this size that's very stylish. They're always popular, and a lot of people end up regretting not grabbing one in time. Unlike the previous one, this has doors, so it works as proper storage with real capacity. In that sense, I think it's very functional. And here's a totally different one. A cabinet for displaying things you love. The pink is just irresistible. It's a soft pink. As a display case, it's properly functional too. The shelves are glass, so you can see what's inside. And for people who want to add lighting, there's a hole for cords. Whatever you display in it will look adorable, this pink cabinet. It's pretty rare to see one fully covered in mesh. This one is a hook. It's a typical wall-mounted hook, but the mounting hardware is hidden in the design, and the hook itself folds away, so you can tuck it in when you're not using it. Very refined. The light blue accent color is so pretty, and both ends are cut straight, so you can line several of them up side by side. This one is a utility cart. Even the casters are blue. You can really feel the attention to detail. Most utility carts like this are square, so a circular one is very fun, and it also comes in beige. It would be way too cute with plants on it. This one is an Ottoman, but it works as proper hidden storage. It's made of rattan, so it fits with natural interiors, and it's not all curves. It has a slightly raised design, and the bottom is a darker brown, so it would also work for a modern style. It seems to have pretty good storage capacity. All the lighting is a hit, honestly. First up, this lamp. It's made of washi paper, and the fact that you can get this at IKEA price is amazing. About the design, it has this slight inward curve, and the detail in the middle is just lovely. But please be careful. This one is pretty large. It's about 35 inches or 90 centimeters in diameter. If it were perfectly round at this size, in a compact home like in Japan, you'd definitely bump your head on it. And if you hang it higher, the balance feels off, so this design is actually functional too. And that's not just about looks, it's about function, which is really impressive, because it has a real sense of volume. It's going to fit perfectly in larger spaces, like a bedroom. I think a lot of people are going to want this. Next, a portable light. It's literally palm-sized, very portable. But it's made of glass and steel, so it has a nice solid feel. The design is simple, but with these materials, and it comes in 3 colors, you can really tell they put effort into it. The color combo is so beautiful. Which one would you pick? Since it's portable, you can use it on the dining table or on a display shelf. And since it's small, even in the entryway. Personally, I want to tuck mine in among my plants. I keep going back and forth on which color to get. And as IKEA does so well, you can use rechargeable batteries. Unlike IKEA's usual setup, this one doesn't take disposable batteries. It actually comes with a rechargeable battery built in. But for some reason, this time it's different. You can charge it with USB Type-C. Let's move on to textiles. There are textiles this time, 7 types I think, and they're all by the same designer. So within the series, they really feel connected. First, this rug. One of them has a dreamy red. The pile is on the shorter side. It's very abstract, so it instantly gives a Scandinavian-inspired feel to your interior. And here's something different, an oval shape. Oval rugs are pretty rare, right? It's so playful. Cushion covers. There are 2 cushion covers, both 100% cotton, and they're really vibrant. And there's also a blanket and a piece of cut fabric with the same design. The color patterns are slightly different. The blanket is cotton mixed with rayon, and it felt so soft. Let's move on to decor. This is a clock with serious presence. It's bright red, and the shape is like a folding fan. Very playful. It's so artistic, isn't it? It's pretty large, so it really changes the feel of a room when you place it. It's such an iconic piece. I'm not sure if you can tell the size, but it felt quite big in person, so I'd really recommend seeing it in store. This one is a wall decoration. The design is pretty unique. It feels like it's looking at you. There are 2 options in 3-piece sets, and one sold on its own. They're made of paper. These are vases. There are 3 types, and each one is a different size. But they have these little ear-like parts, which is fun. It's a nice little accent. Each one is hand-blown glass, so the finish varies slightly piece by piece. The chubby design is so charming. This one is a kind of unique mirror. You can stand it up or hang it on the wall. It's a bit of an unusual design. It's asymmetrical, left and right. Oh, I missed a large piece of furniture. This is a sofa, but not just any sofa, it's a sofa bed. The foam is the same kind used in mattresses. It looks like a sofa, but it's basically a bed. And as a sofa, the design is lovely too. And even the back looks beautiful, I thought. I covered everything in a quick recap, so I packed a lot in, and I'll share more about the ones I bought in future videos. My Instagram stories have the freshest updates, so please check them out if you'd like. Also, I went to this event at IKEA's invitation, but I wasn't asked to make a video, and everything in here is my own honest take. Thanks to all your support, I get to have these amazing experiences. Thank you so much for watching to the end. I'll see you again very soon in the next video.